to 1530entertainmentllc@gmail.com. Download the Millennium TV app from the App Store to stream our shows anywhere, anytime. Millennium TV.
Welcome, everyone. I'm Peter Steffen, your host, and welcome to another edition of LOLT 360 on Millennium TV 24 Network. And I want to thank you, everybody, so much for tuning in or seeing the playback of this video. I am Peter Steffen. I am owner of Life on Life Terms. We made a program, LOLT 360, which covers mental wellness awareness. It covers community issues, matters, discussion, and soon to extend out to the entertainment world. But that should be something we're developing in the future. So today is a historic, it is a landmark interview across the board, because we are introducing Mr. Samuel from Nigeria. Mr. Samuel has given us the opportunity to create something special in Nigeria. And it's just the beginning. It's the beginning for us to get more perspective, more understanding, and more of an ability to understand our family, our people, our friends, our fellow carers in humanity for people who are dealing with mental wellness issues. And what I mean by that, to be very clear with everybody out there, is that I take this as an organic experience. So one of the things we do over here, LOLT 360, is we express to you and show you we care not only about the physical, but the cognitive aspect of all this. The mind, the matter, the unknown gray areas of thinking. So Mr. Samuel, along with us over here at LOLT 360, we've agreed to start developing a support group in Nigeria. Why is that important? Well, that's very important because, number one, we get to connect more with those who we may not understand as much, being that we're over here in this in continental U.S. and they're over there outside of the continental U.S. and having that relationship. And everybody here who's watching, everybody here who's taking the time to be invested, I want you to experience the growth, experience the connection, experience the understanding of those we probably don't communicate with as much. So the support group, that the concept which we developed since 2017, is for all in the United States as well as the UK. But through the powers of social media, through the powers of technology, we're able to develop something that reaches further than just the UK and the United States. And I am so honored. When I started Life on Life Terms, there were two main goals of me to reach out to. And this is very general, from personal experience, from knowledge, from learning. The number one goal for me was to reach out to Africa, to reach out with the love and joy and the feeling of immersing myself with a place I'm not too familiar with in terms of being there, living the society, being amongst the culture. And it's always been a passion of mine of learning more. I work day to day. I hustle, I edit, I work hard. When you want to start speaking about my culture, you want to go all the way back of who I am. There's so much to me that what better way I can understand parts of me, understanding my Afrocentric side, understanding more about society, than to go to the motherland, to understand what I don't understand, to be enriched, to be encouraged, to be empowered. This whole experience of mental wellness, me being on top, I mentioned I've had a degree in social work from Lehman College in the Bronx, but I don't have the clinical expertise and or the macro level policy expertise to engage, I guess, effectively or knowledgeably in the field of social science. So I do it from the grassroots. So I'm saying this because this impacts me as the owner, going in only at a bachelor's degree level, baccalaureate, whatever it is, level, to immerse myself in social science, to immerse myself in helping others, to go beyond just doing community events, giving out book bags and coat drives, etc. I don't minimize that. That's the function of helping others, but to go deeper in social sciences and understanding what our behaviors, our emotions, where do they come from? Where do they come on a different level, being I'm living in America, which is, quote unquote, first world country, most educated country, technology, etc. I am a disabled veteran, so I have nothing against my country, but I feel in the power and the development and the strength, I'm in a position where I can reach out and utilize what I've been given a chance to go ahead and accumulate in terms of education, wealth, and not saying I'm wealthy, but just paying bills and everything, and reach out. So I'm honored. I'm so honored to have this opportunity to reach out to a fellow Nigerian in heart and spirit and soul, because I feel connected in terms of conversation that we have had. And on the other aspect, because I said there was two goals, I'm Puerto Rican. I'm Boricua. My mother and father were born in San Juan. They weren't born right in San Juan, but the associated city, Cusidad. My Spanish needs to get better. And also bringing light to the problems, concerns, issue, mental wellness wise and other of Latino, Hispanic, Latinx, indigenous, Spanish-speaking people who don't have a grasp on the American language and who are here. And I want to be not necessarily the voice of the people. I want to be a voice within the people who are at least able to talk with me, not at me. Okay? And I want to say, being this is real time and this is real, my love, Daisy, my fiance, yeah, I'm moving my hands. I could get better. I'm getting better. She like, don't move your hands. Don't move your hands. I'm like, excuse me. Sorry to shout you out. That's Daisy's voice box. You can see on YouTube. All you have to do is just search YouTube. And it's an amazing story because she's the owner of Raphael's Outreach. And I bring that in because it's a culmination of things that develop what you're seeing right now. The development, the studio, this is a grassroots effort. You're like, what? You're not NBC, you're not CBS, you're not ABC, you're not CNN, you're not Fox, you're not Newsmax, you're not a plethora of channels that are established. No, this is grassroots. And I am the owner of a company, developing company, grassroots company that have taken out the media aspect, the platform in developing an avenue for communication, especially in today's times. You have YouTube, you have Instagram. So what's so important about this? What's so important about what you're reading? Well, it concerns you. It concerns you from mental wellness, for life's perspective, because at all times, everybody watching this, big, small, big, wide, skinny, just a weird usage of language. At a geriatric age, we all have to deal with the aspect of mental wellness. We all have to deal with the behaviors, emotions that we go through daily, but you feel the energy. You feel the energy, which sometimes isn't as positive as can be. And that's why we developed LOLT 360 to deal with those emotions and staying in people's emotions, to have the conversation, and now more so reaching out. I speak to you. I speak for the person looking at me, judging me or not, to get involved. General inquiries at lifeonlifeterms.com. You can reach out to say, hey, I want to get involved. But I also want to speak more so about our YouTube channel that we're developing. We have a YouTube channel, Life on Life Terms. And within that, you can see all the shows from LOLT 360, our mother program, Life on Life Terms, promotions every Monday. And I'm going to be a little bit more technical with you. The difference between what we did before and what we're doing now, and I want to give a shout out to vidIQ, the video optimization feature and understanding how to develop a YouTube channel has been tremendously helpful. I'm not necessarily saying, oh, the views are a lot or the subscriptions is a lot. It's just my understanding of the algorithms and putting out from thumbnails to titles, as polished a message as I possibly can. And for all the years I've been doing social media, YouTube, etc., I came across vidIQ, and it's a plug. Take it for what it is. It's been very helpful in me understanding how to approach YouTube. On top of that, what I want you to grab from this is the fact that I'm trying. I didn't want to have this moment. It's hard. It's hard. So I take a rest in silence so you could feel it's hard. But moving forward, that's what this is about. Understanding the process. A lot of people go through emotions. A lot of people go through feelings. I'm not Teflon Don. I'm not impervious to the struggle. But it's real. And I do care how I am perceived. I do care how people feel, but I'm in tune with myself. And now obviously this is a moment. It's not a silence. It's not a misprogramming opportunity. It's, I mean, whatever you want, but it's hard. So,
Millennium TV, bridging communities worldwide. We broadcast diverse international content from Europe, Asia, Africa, and now right here in the USA. Watch us via Roku on your smart TV. Submit your own content to 1530entertainmentllc@gmail.com. Download the Millennium TV app from the App Store to stream our shows anywhere, anytime. Millennium TV.
welcome back. I'm Peter Steffen. Welcome to LOT 360. We should be tuning in with my guest today, Mr. Samuel from Sonnet Hub. He's calling in from Nigeria. Mr. Samuel, thank you, sir. He should be plugging in. And I just want to say excuse me for that moment in silence, that break. It's just hard. This is a lot. Mr. Samuel, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I am honored with that $1 million smile. How are you, Mr. Samuel? How are you?
Thank you so much.
Man, you call me sir. I'm Pete. Back in the days, people were Pete. yeah. I didn't almost have a mental breakdown or whatever, but I almost cried. I almost stayed on TV. I was probably going to be a meme, whoever's paying attention to me. But this is all about you, sir. How are you doing today?
I'm good. I'm doing very fine. It's been a very long day, but it's been amazing. It's been amazing.
Yes, yes. And Mr. Samuel,
Yeah.
let me emphasize why I say I'm honored. Um, you're helping me. You're helping us at Life on Light Terms create a website that is for the people. In the process, in speaking to you, I asked you, can you put your touch on it where you promote what is it that you do? So that even though you have this, website, grassroots and growing, there's a reflection of your name on it clearly, no misunderstanding. So can you talk about Sonnet Hub?
Yeah. I want to say a very big thank you to you and to Brittany for giving me this opportunity. I never could imagine in a million years that I'll be on a live program talking, and I never imagined it at all. This is a very wonderful moment for me. I would like to probably not do this program. I was nervous, very, very nervous. I was all over the place. So I just want to say a very big thank you once again. Yeah, so Student Up started as a freelance platform where I give a lot of services to people, website design, data analysis. I do a lot of digital marketing activities for people, such as email marketing, build landing pages for business, e-commerce stores for business, and so Sonnet Hub is basically a digital marketing business. Our sole purpose is we are out here to help every organization. So we are focused majorly on real estate because when I started working, I started as a real estate agent. So some knowledge I got from real estate, I feel one of the most important things for a real estate agent is having a very strong online presence. Where people come to your website and they see things, and through your website you just get to make orders for apartments, properties, and you just use that website as a means of connection between yourself and between your business and your customers or your clients out there. So that was how it all started. And I started learning websites. Was in the course of learning how to design a website and stuff like that. So I came across Mr. Victor, which is right, Mr. Victor introduced me to the world of digital marketing, and he taught me a lot of things. And he helped me set up to make up. He became a part of my team with Elizabeth, and he helped me put my things together. The Sunek Hub right now is a growing business. We are into digital marketing, website design. We can design websites on various platforms, WordPress, Wix, and a lot of other platforms like that. So, but one of the most important things is Sonnet Hub is not just out there to do all the technical style marketing and stuff like that. One of our most important goals is whatever business we are working with, we want to help with that business gain value. We want to help represent the value of that business. If, for example, you come to me to build a website, my most important goal is not just to build a website. I want to understand the reason why you need a website. I want to help your business. I want to connect with your business as much as possible. What I want to do with you is I want to help promote your business. Because I believe one of the most important reasons why you have a website, for example, is because you want to build an online presence, you want to drive sales or do whatever it is. For so many reasons you could have a website. One of our important goals is looking into these goals that you have. And that was why when I came across you on Fiverr, and I take a very good look at what the website is all about. I try to understand what the website is all about. I saw that it's something that one way or the other I have a connection with, because mental wellness is something that I myself I didn't know how to do about it, because there are so many times I've searched online for mental wellness too. But when I go online, the majority of them you'll have to subscribe for membership, do all of this. So when I saw the information you want to put on the website and everything, it caught me, and I that was why I asked you one of the days we started talking, and I was like, excuse me, if one wants to join this organization, do you have to be in the United States or do you have to be in the UK? And when we started you being support me, having it in Nigeria, I was very overwhelmed because it's something that I never imagined I could really stumble upon, because even I myself have given up the cash for something like that. So basically, back to what I was saying, Internet Hub is a digital marketing organization. We help businesses to help them achieve whatever value they want to achieve, and whatever height you want to do as a business, we are here to support you. That's what we are all about.
And I thank you. And let me just let me just take a step back. So as I said, this is grassroots. So from a production standpoint, when I'm looking down on my phone, I'm going through notes. I'm going through things as you speak. I just wanted to express that. So it sounds good. If you could probably speak a little bit louder. I don't know if they can hear you. I see the green bars, so you could speak probably a little bit louder. They could hear you more. What inspired you to even get involved in this field?
You mean in the field of digital marketing?
Yeah, you sound great now. You sound great. Yeah, exactly. In digital marketing. What inspired you? It must have been something.
Yeah, definitely. One of the major things that inspired me was if you I don't know if you heard what I was saying for each other time, was that I was a real estate agent, and one of the most important tools for an agency right here in Nigeria, I don't know how it is in other countries, but right here in Nigeria, one of the most important things for you is having a very good online presence, which is what I try to achieve. So when I wanted to have a website of my own for my company where I can start listing my properties and stuff like that. So I came across Mr. Victor, who gave me so many orientations. He taught me so many things and introduced me to the world of digital marketing. So basically, I went to digital marketing because I wanted to promote my own business. I have this crazy hunger for real estate marketing, and also I just wanted to get as much online presence I can. I want to promote my business online so much. That was why, in the first place, I went to digital marketing. And the basic reason for doing all of this in the first place is definitely because real estate agency for me was one of my ways of hustling and trying to get things up and running for myself. So one way or the other, I would say my hunger to survive led me into real estate agency, and my hunger to get better as an agency led me into the work of digital marketing, and the journey started, and I am where I am today.
It's fascinating. If you catch me looking down, I'm working with the time, and we're also developing. I just like to be aware of the production aspect. But one of the things I want to express: did you know 60% of Nigerians that reside in the United States have college degrees?
Sorry, can you come again?
Okay. Did you know 60%? Based on research, could be a little bit more, could be a little bit less. 60% of Nigerians in the United States have college degrees. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Oh, you did know that?
Yeah, definitely.
Why so intelligent out there? Why is the intelligence like that? I'm once again, I'm a disabled veteran. I'm not coming at Americans, and I don't know if 60% of Americans have college degrees. And I'm not saying that's the level of I'm better than you or anything like that, but it just takes a lot to obtain a college degree. The process. Yeah. Why is that, in your opinion?
Yeah, Nigeria is, when it comes to education, I would say basically we had nothing. And, I'm speaking on a general perspective now. Of
course. Macro, general, of course. Yeah. Yes, sir.
Yeah, and as Nigerians, I would say we have nothing. And you see the world out there as sometimes they are bigger than us. Like when we look at Americans, when we look at people from the United Kingdom, when we look at people from Germany, from Spain, we see them high up there. And for us, it's not possible to meet up to them if we don't equip ourselves with the knowledge they have. So one of the things that drive us as Nigerians is, if you look at the statistics, a lot of Nigerians are tripping abroad to the UK, to the United States to study. That's because we want to get to the level we see these people at. We look at Americans, we want to get to the level they are, and that's why we try as much as possible. We struggle every day. For someone like me, I'm still aspiring to have my master's degree, possibly in a university in UK, University of Manchester to be precise. So it's one of my dreams. And one thing that is driving me is because when I look at people out there, when I look at countries like United States, I look at countries like UK, I would say poverty, I won't like to use one of the things that is driving us to strive hard, and because we understand there's no way you can make it out there. In the world we are in a digital world. Things are growing every day. Things are becoming even more technical every day in terms of technology, education, and everything. So it's almost hard to survive. To us, that's how we see it here. It's almost hard to survive without educating yourself. So our parents take education very, very seriously right here. You know, almost every family, even if you don't eat in a day, you just have to send your child to school. So it's something that has been so funny enough, it has been instilled in our culture. Education has been instilled in our culture, such that if a family does not have a child that has gone to school or probably that has even graduated from a university, it's almost like a cost for the family. So I would say the strive to become better in life and to get to the level the world out there is one of the things that has led us to say, okay, we want to strive for education. And that's why we'll even go out to countries like United States, UK. If you notice, there are a lot of Nigerians around those countries studying. So that's just it from my perspective.
Nigeria, 923 square kilo of land, 2.5% of the global population, over 500 different subcultures, one of the biggest country in West Africa. There's the Niger Delta. There's various things to speak about. And we're going to cut to a commercial break. It's coming up. So I don't want to dwell too much into that at this point, probably with the commercial break. But one of the things that you did talk about was how you strive for excellence. When we connected with you, it was 5.0 based on the reviews of Sonnet Hub. That's impeccable. That we had choices of who to deal with. But then when I met you from a personal level, it was an honor. And I'm a hectic person. And I have to say, dealing with Sonnet Hub has been a pleasure. Can you let the audience know how they can find you?
Yeah, you can find me on right now. We are trying to set up our online presence. We are not very strong online yet, so you can find us on LinkedIn, on Fiverr, and on Upwork. Just look for Sonnet Hub on any of these platforms and find us.
Okay. And like I said, we'll be cutting to a commercial break. When we come back, we're going to talk more about Africa, more about Nigeria, more about Sonnet Hub. And it's an honor once again. And after these commercial break, we'll be...
Millennium TV, bridging communities worldwide. We broadcast diverse international content from Europe, Asia, Africa, and now right here in the USA. Watch us via Roku on your smart TV. Submit your own content to 1530entertainmentllc@gmail.com. Download the Millennium TV app from the App Store to stream our shows anywhere, anytime. Millennium TV.
It's Peter Stephan, LOLT 360. I'm here today with Mr. Samuel from Sonnet Hub, and we're talking today about the growth, the expansion, the development of a mental wellness group that we're developing, a support group in Nigeria, along with Mr. Samuel. And I wanted to go ahead and continue the discussion with Mr. Samuel once we cue him in on Sonnet Hub and its relations to helping others, and its drive, its focus, its opportunity it's providing for others to grow in Nigeria. And I'm just waiting for him to cue in, and we will be able to continue the conversation. Mr. Samuel, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. I guess we'll play off that camera. So yeah, welcome back, Mr. Samuel. So Mr. Samuel, and you're helping others with technology. Have you been able to help others grow from where they are or from your final product? How has your work impacted others at Sonnet Hub?
Yeah, like I said the other time, one of our core values as an organization is to help other organizations grow. So if I build a website for an organization, if the website does not impact the organization in terms of increasing their online presence, helping them gain more, how would I say it, more views online. For me, building a website is just helping people relate their values to people. So one of the most important things for me is to keep, as an organization, when it comes to me to do anything for you in terms of digital marketing, my goal is to help impact and make the value. And we've worked recently with a couple of organizations, and like you said, one of the first person I worked with was in Fiverr, Awita, and the feedback he gave me even was surprising to myself. In the things he was able to achieve with the website, to develop, even I myself was surprised that something like this could actually have happened through something I was able to do. So the end product of everything I do is to make sure I add value and impact others, organizations, individuals, dealing with Sonnet, or one of our most important values is to impact you as much as we can. Try as much as possible to help your business grow and help you get better even as a person.
Okay, Mr. Say, I'm getting some poppy noise, so when you speak, if you could just kind of, I don't know if it's maybe on our end, but it's kind of like when you were saying that information, it was, you kind of had pops. And I just want to know you, the viewers, understand, as we say, it's a work in progress. It's a development. We're here to stay, to grow. So when I communicate like this, it may be off script, but that way I want you to get the message on what's being belayed. So if you could repeat what you were saying, and I guess, let's see, without the movement, maybe we won't get that pop. If you could repeat what you were saying so they can hear it, because everything you say is very important. The integrity of this interview matters, and the integrity is the message we're belaying to those who don't know about Sonnet Hub, that don't know about Mr. Samuel, and as we grow and develop. So if you could repeat yourself and what you were saying, it was just poppy, and I don't want to, cheat the audience of the valuable information you're sharing. So if you can repeat it, I appreciate it, and just like really, I guess, don't move, see what happens.
Okay, thank you so much. I said one of the core aim of Sonnet Hub is to help organizations grow and get better. So when an organization comes to me for any services that has to do with digital marketing, website design, whatever services I'm offering them, my most important focus is on how I can help this organization get better, how I can achieve their goals. That's that whenever anybody comes to me to work, the first thing I ask them is, okay, what do you want to achieve with this? For me, it's not all about the money. For me, it's not just all about the designs I want to do. For me, it is the value I want to create for you. I understand every business, every organization, the only reasons why you'll be looking for services like that is because, take for example, you are using a website to get an online presence, have people understand more about you, your business, what you do, and take your business up there, represent your organization online, tell you what say you. So these are the values we look at, these are the things I look into, and I try as much as possible to help organizations with all the services I provide, to help them grow, to help them better. Any organization that comes to me, my most important value, or our most important value at Sonnet Hub is to make sure that we get them, we help them to achieve the goals they want to achieve, and make sure that as much as possible we get to whatever destination it is they are trying to arrive with whatever services they want us to render for them. So for me, like I said the other time, I was very, very surprised where one of the people I worked with, especially on Fiverr, gave me some review because when he explained what he was able to achieve to me through the website I created for him, I myself, I was surprised. So like I said, the most important thing for me is helping organizations achieve their goals, helping them get better, helping them, representing their value out there to the world. That's what is most important for me at Sonnet Hub, and that's what we try to achieve with everything we do.
And I thank you for sharing. I just want to be clear with everybody who's watching. Nigeria, if not right now, the biggest growing economy in Africa. Let's be very clear. So we established the intelligence. We established the drive. We established the focus, the will, and the direction of a great company such as Sonnet Hub. So with that being said, if you need development, graphic services, website development, you contact Mr. Samuel. Mr. Samuel, if you could lift your head up a little bit so that way we can see your face. Yeah, it's a work in progress. Yeah, not, it's from a production, from a production standpoint. Mr. Samuel,
Yeah.
can you share about Nigeria, what people don't know from your perspective? Because when we think about Nigeria or Africa, not to summarize or generalize, we think about safari, we think about animals, we think about beauty. I'm sure there's other aspects we could think about it, but what is it from your perspective living in Nigeria, from your perspective?
Okay. First thing I would say is Nigeria is a very, very beautiful country. And when it comes to life generally, I would say living in Nigeria for me is a blessing. Like, it's a very great privilege because Nigeria as a country, there are people of, like you rightly said before, people of great intelligence. If you look at the culture is all about intelligence. I would say there are some quotes that our parents do use for us that even we ourselves use for people that are younger than us. These quotes, these things, they are things that have been established from the foundation of our culture. So I would say our culture consists of people of great intelligence. Nigeria is a very diverse country, a country with a lot of cultures, a lot of languages, differences, and everything. And still, we were able to live together this long. I mean, it's not so easy, but Nigeria as a country is, for me, is a country of people with high intelligence, beauty. For me, Nigeria signifies strength. I mean, it signifies strength. I wouldn't lie, it's very difficult living in this country. And one thing, the situation of this country has taught each and every individual, every citizen in this country, is strength. We've developed strength over time from the struggles, from the ups and downs. We're able to develop, we can adapt to any situation, however serious the situation is. And that's why you see Africans, Nigerians going out there, coming to the United States, and you see them, making it, and you see them doing great things, especially in terms of education. You can be very proud of what Nigerians are doing all around the world in terms of education. So our situation here has helped us develop and build a very, very strong team. Such strong, a very strong and thick team rather, such that whatever situation we find ourselves, we will always come out on top of the situation. No situation can get our backs to the ground. We will always come out strong and stronger. So Nigeria is a country of immense strength, intelligence. Nigerians are lovely people. So Nigeria is a country for me that is, sometimes when I look at what people say out there, when I go online, read things, they talk about harming, stuff like that. But all those things are so much frowned on here in Nigeria. They are so much frowned on here in Nigeria. So I would just say Nigeria is a very beautiful country. And it's a country that when you get into the culture, Nigerians are very friendly people too. They are very, 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 very friendly set of people. So I would say Nigeria is a very wonderful country for me, in my opinion.
Now, African culture has impacted me on so many levels. I mean, from obviously me being here is from an African American perspective, African perspective, Afrocentric perspective. I'm Puerto Rican. If we want to go biracial, I have a daughter who's, I guess you want to go biracial if you want to say that. And I love R&B. I love soul music. Me growing up, I did not take the route of Hector Lavoe and your typical Latino music, etc., etc. Not typical, but just I geared towards soul. When you start speaking of strength, when you start speaking of strength, it really resonates with me. Once again, the hairs in my arm. I am honored, and I tell you, as a person who lives there, I am honored for this conversation because I need the nutrients to grow. It's the conversations that people will not see that I need to grow. If the opportunity to ever visit, I have been there. I was in the United States Navy. We landed in port in Africa. Um, Not only that, it's just a vast strength that you speak about that resonates in these times in America that we get from great African Americans, great Africans who live in America that are putting out the strength, the power that we all need. And to reach and have this conversation, it means so much to me personally. What can you talk about the mental wellness in Nigeria from your perspective, if you can share? And I'm looking down because we're doing time, but we're going to make this better so we can have this all synced in. This is a work in progress, as I told you. But what can you say about the mental wellness of Nigerians from your perspective, general or specific? What can you talk about that?
Okay, from my perspective, mental wellness in Nigeria, for me, is a very, very serious issue in the sense that I was saying something about the culture building us and panel beating us into being strong. But the thing is, a lot of Nigerians, in my perspective, have a lot of issues with mental health. It's one of the least aspects of a person's life that is focused on in a country like Nigeria. It's over here, it's more like you have to be strong, you have to adapt, regardless of whatever it is you are going through, you have to be all right, up and standing. But the truth is, so many people are dying in silence. So many people are facing a lot of challenges, especially mentally. So because of the way the society is, because of the way we are being built, and because of the things we have been fed with, it's almost very difficult to express yourself and say these are the things you are going through mentally. When you talk about mental wellness to an average Nigerian, the first thing that comes to their mind is probably psychiatric hospital. This person is mentally, you take the person to is not rightly so. So when it comes to mental wellness, it's a topic that I believe a lot of Nigerians need orientation and sensitization about, because many people are going through stuff. Up there, a lot of people are going through a lot of things. I was speaking with someone, for example, today, and he was sharing some things with me, and I feel very pained because when he shares this with someone else, they might not understand. They will take it as, oh, you are just being lazy, you are just being unserious. You need to take your life seriously. When you talk about mental issues in Nigeria, the culture has made it such that everybody is strong mentally. You don't have any mental problem. If you think you have a mental problem, go to a psychiatrist hospital. They don't take it so seriously. And so that is why, and due to the way the situation is and everything, a lot of Nigerians are going through a lot of depression, a lot of trauma. I've seen so many people break down as a result of being depressed. I've heard and seen of people take their life due to depression. I've seen people go through a lot of harassment, and they could not even come out there to express themselves, to say how they feel. So a lot of there's serious mental issues here in this country, in the sense that it is very, very difficult for you to come out and express yourself. Very, very difficult for you to come out and say, oh, this is what is happening in my head. This is what I'm going through. People will take it as, oh, you're not just being serious. You're just being lazy, and you probably just need to go and reorientate yourself and stand up straight and move on with life. So I would say when it comes to mental wellness here in this country, it's something that I've always believed needs a lot of attention.
And you see, I started the show by saying this is a historic landmark interview. I was very clear. I'm listening. I'm quiet. I'm trying not to move. You can see my facial expression. I'm telling you how the head, this means a lot. This means a lot. Africa, Nigeria is huge. Look at the map. It's huge. This conversation, opening a support group, opens up the opportunity to discuss more and help people and listen to people. I'm honored. I'm very honored, because this is one of many. So, Samuel, let me ask you a question. You're a man. Do you find it difficult for men to express their feelings? Just in general.
Yeah, in general, from my understanding and my perspective and how life, or should I say society and life has got me, as a man, it's almost very, very difficult for you to come out and express yourself. Take, for example, in the society I am, men are seen as the strongest, the backbone of every family, of the society. You are meant to be the strongest, so you can't show any sign of weakness. So even growing up, it's very, very difficult for take someone like me to come out and express yourself. And I'm just saying this based on me alone. This is a general orientation here in this country, something that is very, very rampant. In the sense that they believe that men are the pillar of the house, men are the pillar of the society. You are meant to be the strongest. You are meant to be the ones they are running to, especially if you're a father or if you are the first born child. You expect that you are the strongest person. You should have control over everything, your emotions, your life. So it's almost a taboo for you, or as a father or as a son, to say you are breaking down, you are experiencing issues that you cannot deal with in your head. It's almost like a taboo. It's something that according to the culture, is not making a lot of sense. So like I've rightly said before, the culture expects you, or the society has been built such that it is expected that men will have a control over everything that is happening to them. So regardless of whatever is happening to you, you must be able to hold it in and deal with it yourself, which does not have to be that way. It doesn't have to be that way. Because even I as a man, like I said, a lot of responsibilities have been placed on men right here. Like a lot of responsibilities when it comes to managing the family, doing things in the family, taking care of the society and everything. There's a whole lot of responsibilities. And due to this, there are so many times for some men, or should I say generally, it's hard to keep up with the demands, the responsibilities and everything. So I would say a lot of men go through a lot of issues mentally, but they are not able to come out clean and say it. And sometimes there is this pride that has built in us, such that as a man you feel, why should I break down, or why should I be going through stuff and I won't be able to deal with it myself, and I have to start working up people to tell them about it. It's something that some men find irritating, something that they feel is not called for, or something they feel is not worth it. But I would say to you, I've seen men go through issues, and when they break down, it's very, very difficult. I would remember an experience I had when I was growing up.
Thank you for sharing.
This is a very painful experience. I don't know if I can.
Yeah. No, we got time. I keep looking at my phone. Yeah, but we got time. Please share. You're educating us. I want to say so much to all you men out there. Listen to this man who's educating us. Yes, it's difficult for me to express my feelings as a man, but still, please share. You're educating us. And just real quick, I know I'm talking too much. African men, very strong, very wise, powerful. I look up to. I respect. I don't get this conversation much. So I'm asking you, please share. It's just all coming from the heart, and I'm learning as I'm also asking questions. But please share the story. We'd love to hear it.
Okay, yeah. So while I was growing up, when we moved into this state, the first street I lived in, there was a house like about 5 houses away from where I lived. So the man has a family of 3, and he was going through a lot of issues. He was having serious problems with his finances, with his family, with his work, with his life generally. And he could not share all of these things with people. He doesn't talk to people. He keeps all of this to himself and stuff like that. So the family just went to church on the basis, and he didn't go to church that day, and they just came back. And prior that day, my mom happens to be close with the woman, and the woman was speaking with my mom about some things that is happening in the family, how the father is under a lot of pressure, this and that. But the man would not talk, he wouldn't say anything. He just came back from church on that fateful Sunday, and he found that he hung himself, killed himself, and that was the end of the man. And this is something that happens a lot over here. It says that you just see men just break down. Most times, what they do is, what a lot of men do here is, because if you look at the statistics here in Nigeria, when it comes to alcoholism, it's very rampant among men. What they rely on, or what they eventually fall back on, is alcoholism. So when you go out there every night, you see a lot of men, they call this place joint, you see them out there drinking, stuff like that. That's because they have so many things they feel they cannot just let out. And they just go out there, lash out on alcohol and stuff like that. So like I've rightly said, this society is built in such a way that it is believed that, men are the strongest, and so we should continue being the strongest. But from my little experience in life, I had that issue too. I wouldn't lie to you. I had that issue. I'm just starting to, opening myself up a bit. There was a time I was so down emotionally, like I said the other time I was talking. I was looking for help online. I went online. I was looking for therapists. I was looking for support groups. I found it so hard to say I want to go and meet someone and tell the person, okay, this is what I'm going through. I was just looking for someone that I could talk to, someone that doesn't know me, someone that is probably far away from me, and we cannot just see. And I was so desperate then that it was very difficult. I couldn't even find any. That's honestly, I couldn't find any. Most of the stuff that I saw, you will have to subscribe, become members, make payments, and definitely I don't have the money to do all of that.
Sure.
So, but like I was saying, this society has made it such that men feel like they just have to be the god of everything, and you just have to man up and be a man in everything. But if you're a man listening to me out there, it doesn't have to be that way. You can break down, you can cry, you can. I don't know why. It's a taboo for a man to cry. If a man cries here, they believe you're a weakling. The first day I saw my dad cry, I was surprised. Like, the greatest thing I've ever seen in my life. Like, a man cry. How is that possible?
Yeah. And sorry. No, and I'm sorry, but we're running out of time. But
Right.
thank you for the jewels. Thank you for the nuggets. Thank you for the information. Samuel, once again, if you can share your social media, and then I'll pretty much close this up. But this is just the beginning of many, and you shared so much for people to rewind, like, subscribe, become involved. But if you could share your social media, we have to close this down. The producer, the manager, got to close it down. So please, if you can share where they can reach you, contact you, please.
Okay. On LinkedIn, you can find me at Samuel Oluwashibu Amos. And I don't know, maybe I will drop this for you, so probably in the comments something so that I could
Sure.
easily be found. I don't know. Then on LinkedIn, on Fiverr and also you can find me at Sonnet Up.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my most active social media.
If they wanted to email you directly, what can they do to email you directly?
Yeah, sonnetup@gmail.com.
SonnetHub@gmail.com.
Sonnetup@gmail.com.
I want to thank you, everybody, SonnetHub@gmail.com. I want to thank you, everybody, before we close. Thank you so much. November 1st, lifeonlifeterms.com launches Sonnet Hub. He's a gentleman. Samuel is helping us develop it. You can reach us on all social media. Just type Life on Life Terms. Every first and third Tuesday, we have a support group call. This Tuesday, the 15th, we have a support group call, 302-202-1108. Type in the code 738-556, and you can definitely just join the call. And I want to thank you, everybody, from the bottom of my heart. Samuel, thank you for taking the time. Thank you, Sonnet Hub, for taking the time. And I see you next Saturday at 2 p.m. over here at LOLT 360. And I'm just trying, and much respect. And last but not least, have you done introspection today? Have a good one, and thank you very much for tuning in.
Thank you very much.